So there we are. This one is P51, and you can see its registration number is November 5428 Victor, United States. DB flags none. Type is P51, 1944 North American P51 Mustang. American Air Power. Okay, that's not it. So UTC. So that's going to be standard time 2022 11/12. That's November 12th. Leg 4. And I would stay till here. Now, at the bottom you can see the spatial things. Ground speed is 226 knots, and the barometer altitude is 450 feet. That's AGL, above ground level. And WGS 84 altitude is 725 feet. This includes the elevation. This is above sea level, depending on the QNH and QNE of that day, the air pressures. So we will not talk about that one. We need to see the barrel altitude, which is 450 feet, and the vertical rate. Now this vertical rate tells us right now it's in minus 960 feet per minute. Okay, so this vertical rate, minus 960 feet per minute, it tells us it's in minus, so this aircraft was in pitch down. It was reducing height. If it's in positive, that means it's climbing. And if it's on 0 feet per minute, that means it's straight and level. And the track, and this is the heading. The compass is installed, and the corrections are made to true north. So this track was 319, so it was heading northwest. 360 is north, so any heading towards left side is northwest. So which is the runway specifications as well. Oh my God, I'm on 20% power now. So it was aligned with the runway. So that's P51 for now. So if I take you to the initial time, you can see at the left of the window, 1914, 19 is the hours, 14 is the minutes, and 32 is the seconds. So it took off maintaining 131 knots in the direction of 315, and see the vertical rate is 832 feet per minute, so it means it's climbing. So if I play it on 1x the speed, you could see that it's changing. It's increasing speed to 139 knots now, 525 feet, and the climb rate is 768 feet per minute. So if this climbs on this rate, vertical rate, after 1 minute it's gonna climb up to 700 feet. And you can see the barometer altitude is 525 feet. I will pause it until it goes to the next climb level. So we just watch it like this. I could do 5x. Okay, let me get it to 5x. We can increase the speed. Oh. Okay. So see, 600 feet. So it turned into a right-hand pattern. And it came, see, it's going. And I would show you at what time it's going to cross the runway and get into that parade pattern. Let me get it to 10x, much faster. There we go. So you can see it's going. It has climbed up to 1,000 feet. They have to cross the runway over 1,500 feet. So let's see. There we go. It's in a circular pattern. Now it's parallel to the runway, so you can see the heading is 103. Now it's turning right. It's gonna make a U-turn ahead. It's going. You can see. There we are. 164 knots. Still climbing. 1,150 feet. So it's in a pitch up and right bank, and now it's going to complete its turn, getting parallel to the runway. Now it's perpendicular to the runway. So there, it has crossed the runway already, and it's into the left-hand turn at 7:16. That's the highway, their ground reference point. Now it's gonna get parallel to the runway again, 148 knots, 147 knots. There it is. So I'm just showing this to let you know their whole path after takeoff. There we go. It's flying 172 knots, 1,350 feet, 25 feet. Now let me stop it here. So 179 knots, 1,300 feet, and that's where it's gonna cross the runway. So you can see the time. Let me put it on 1x now. So what you need to remember is the height. 1,300 feet, 179 knots, 245 is the heading, and minus 256 feet per minute is the vertical rate, means it's a bit of in a nose down. So we stop it over here. Now let's go to his final leg. If you remember, they were, okay, let me go up. That was the final. Now, there. So let me put it over here. We can start from here. Let's put it on 5x. So if you see, it's maintaining 171 knots at 1625 feet where they broke the formation. This is very important. You got to remember. So it climbed up to 1800 feet, 1825, and it's in a constant left-hand, and now it starts to descend. So Mustang started its descent at 1800 feet when it broke the formation from the lead. So it was at 1600 feet when they were in a formation, and they broke the formation and they went into a kind of descent to fly over the runway, which was the part of the parade. So this one climbed up to 1800 feet, and we don't know the lead formation when he broke out. At what time did on what height did he climb up to? But this one certainly from 1600 feet it flew up to 1825 feet and then started to descend, maintaining 163 knots. And you can see the vertical rate is minus 64 feet per minute, meaning if with this nose down position, if this goes down, it's gonna be at 700 feet almost after flying for 1 minute. But I mean, this rate is going to increase. So that's what I'm saying, that the NTSB or FAA, they're going to calculate this rate for even a single fraction of a second and then come up with the correct heights and the correct flight path to tell the people that how this happened. So, but I'm saying we could totally do that, but there are professional people who are there just to do this thing. They will calculate even a single nanosecond. So let's get this one. So this 1921-26, that's almost 28 seconds before the incident, the crash happened. So you could see it's maintaining 172 knots. Descent rate is same, increased to 188 knots. Descent rate is the same, 195 knots. Descent rate is the same, 201 knots. Descent rate is the same, 207 knots. And now you see the descent rate is higher. So it's going down faster now because it put the nose down movement, and then it hold the pitch. So at the time of the collision, let me stop it at 54 seconds. It's 9:21, 52. Okay, there we go. At the time of the collision, the ground speed of this Mustang was 226 knots, and it was at the altitude of 450 feet above ground level with a direction of 319. And his descent, he was still descending because he has descent to around 200 feet above ground level. and then took off again. So we stopped till here. So all the main heights I've shown in this one. Now in part 3 of my video, I would show the same things until the time of crash of P63. So just stay tuned.